Imagine, if you will, the possibility of embarking on the greatest adventure of your life from the comfort of your living room. Picture this: an unassuming box, a pair of high-tech goggles, and an invitation to a world beyond our own. This is the magic of virtual reality, a technology that can transport us into the heart of the unknown, into the depths of the most thrilling escapades, all without leaving the familiar surroundings of our homes. The world I'm about to introduce you to was first discovered by a group of friends, just ordinary folks like you and me. They thought they were merely diving into another video game, another escape from the humdrum of everyday life. Oh, how wrong they were. They found themselves drawn into the game, not just as mere spectators, but as active participants. The virtual world beckoned them with its siren's call, its landscapes more vibrant than any painting, its creatures more lifelike than any photograph. The boundaries between the real and the virtual began to blur, and our group of friends found themselves irresistibly pulled into this digital odyssey. But what is an adventure without its trials and tribulations? With every quest they undertook, every challenge they faced, the game demanded more of them. The risk of losing themselves in this virtual realm became very real. The lines between the game and their lives started to fade, and the heartache of leaving their real lives behind started to creep in. Yet the allure of this unexpected adventure was too strong to resist. The more they played, the more they realized that this was no ordinary game. It was a labyrinth of mysteries waiting to be solved, a portal to a world that was as bewildering as it was captivating. But what if this seemingly innocent journey held something more, something darker, something dangerous? What if the greatest adventure of their lives turned into their biggest nightmare? Stay tuned, for the tale of the virtual reality escape is only just beginning. In the world of the game, the friends found an adventure that was too enticing to resist. The virtual landscape was a siren's call, echoing with promises of thrill and excitement. The game was a spectacle of color and sound, a carnival of the senses that immediately captured their imaginations. The friends were like explorers stepping into a new world for the first time, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They traversed through digital forests, scaled pixelated mountains, and sailed across binary seas. The virtual world was a playground, and they were just children eager to play and explore. The game's allure was like a magnet, drawing them deeper into its pixelated depths. The thrill was in the unknown, the anticipation of what was to come. Each level, each challenge was a new surprise, a new mystery to be solved. The game was a Pandora's box of excitement, and the friends were all too willing to lift the lid. They were captivated, enchanted by the game's allure. Every challenge conquered, every level cleared, only fueled their desire to play more, to see more. It was a rush, a high, a dizzying dance of adrenaline and excitement. They were drawn to the game like moths to a flame, unable to resist its hypnotic pull. The game was a reality separate from their own, a world where they could be heroes, champions, conquerors. It was a world of endless possibilities, a world where they could escape the mundanity of their everyday lives and step into the shoes of their ideal selves. But the friends soon learned that not everything was as it seemed. The game was more than just a game. It was a labyrinth, a maze of secrets and mysteries. It was a world that held its cards close to its chest, a world that wasn't quite ready to reveal all its secrets. But as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. The allure of the game was intoxicating, yes, but it was also deceptive. The friends were about to discover that beneath the game's glittering facade lay a world of danger and uncertainty. As they ventured deeper into the game, they began to uncover its mysteries. This was no ordinary virtual landscape, but a labyrinth of enigmas and puzzles, each more intricate than the last. The game seemed to pulse with a life of its own, its secrets hidden in plain sight, waiting to be unearthed. Our friends found themselves in a world where nothing was as it seemed. They encountered riddles wrapped in enigmas, challenges that defied logic and reason. Each solution led to a new question, each victory to a new challenge. The thrill of the chase was intoxicating, the satisfaction of a puzzle solved, exhilarating. They stumbled upon hidden pathways and secret doorways, each one opening to a realm more fantastical than the previous one. The game was not just a game anymore, it was a universe of its own, a cosmos of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. These were not just obstacles to overcome, but pieces of a larger puzzle. Every challenge they faced, every riddle they solved seemed to weave into an intricate tapestry, A story of an ancient civilization, a tale of a world lost in time. The game was a storyteller, each level a new chapter, each challenge a plot twist. The intensity of their journey was unparalleled. Their hearts pounded with every step they took, their minds raced with every puzzle they encountered. The game had ceased to be a form of entertainment. It had become a quest, a mission, a journey of discovery. And yet the deeper they delved, the more complex the mysteries became. The game was like an onion. Every layer they peeled back revealed another, each more complex and intriguing than the last. The friends found themselves drawn into a vortex of intrigue and excitement, their curiosity piqued, their resolve tested. But with every mystery they solved, they only found themselves facing more. The game was an enigma of its own, a riddle that seemed to have no end, but they were undeterred. They were explorers, adventurers, seekers of truth. They were ready to face whatever the game had in store for them, ready to unravel its secrets, ready to venture into the unknown. What started as a game soon turned into a dangerous reality. This was not the virtual reality adventure our group of friends had expected. The allure of the game had been strong, but the journey had started to take a toll. The game, once a source of excitement, was now a breeding ground for fear and uncertainty. As they delved deeper, the virtual world started to reveal its true nature. The challenges they faced were no longer just puzzles to solve or obstacles to overcome. They were dangers that threatened their very existence within this digital realm. With each level they passed, the stakes escalated, the threats became more real, and the line between the virtual and the real world began to blur. The game was not just a game anymore, it was a battleground. The friends found themselves in the midst of a virtual war zone, where every move could be their last. The enemy wasn't an NPC, but an intelligent, relentless force, learning from their strategies, adapting to their tactics, and striking when they least expected. The dangers were not only physical, but psychological as well. The game started to play tricks on their minds, planting seeds of doubt and fear. They began to question their reality, their decisions, their sanity. The game was relentless, pushing them to their limits, testing their courage and resolve. The risks were immense. They were walking a tightrope with the abyss of virtual oblivion on either side. A wrong move, a momentary lapse in judgment, and they could lose everything. Their virtual selves, their real-world relationships, their grip on reality, all were at stake. The consequences were real and severe. Every wound inflicted in the game translated to physical exhaustion in the real world. Every emotional trauma left a lasting impact on their minds. They could see their real lives slipping away, replaced by the virtual world's relentless demands. They were not just playing a game anymore, they were fighting for their very lives. The danger had been unleashed, and now they had to find a way to survive, to beat the game at its own game before it was too late. Faced with a choice, they had to decide whether to continue their virtual adventures or return to their real lives. This wasn't just any decision, it was a crossroads, a pivotal moment that held their futures in the balance. And it wasn't just about them anymore. The virtual world they'd immersed themselves in was more than just a game. It was a different reality, another existence that held its own dangers, its own mysteries, and its own rewards. They had grown, not just as individuals, but as a group. Together they'd faced challenges that pushed their limits, unraveled mysteries that boggled their minds, and embarked on adventures that made their hearts race. But it was also a world that kept them away from their real lives, from the people who cared about them, from the normalcy they were used to. The allure of the game had been irresistible. The thrill and excitement, the camaraderie, the feeling of being part of something bigger than themselves. But the game had also shown its dark side. It wasn't all fun and games, it was life and death. The decision they were about to make wasn't just about whether to play a game or not, it was about choosing their reality. The weight of this decision bore down on them. They were torn between two worlds, each with its own allure, its own dangers, its own rewards. On one hand, there was the familiar comfort of their real lives, but on the other, there was the thrilling unknown of the virtual world. It was a decision that would not only affect them, but could also have ramifications on others. They were at a crossroads, and they had to choose. Would they continue to live in the thrill and danger of the virtual world, pursuing the mysteries and adventure it offered? Or would they return to their real lives, to the comfort and safety of the familiar? Their decision could change the course of their lives and the lives of others. The moment of truth had arrived. It was time to choose their path, to decide their future. And so, with a deep breath, they made their choice. Now, it's your turn to join the adventure. Imagine for a moment that you're stepping into the shoes of our brave friends, feeling the pulse of an unknown world beneath your feet. You're not just a spectator, you're part of the narrative, a player in this grand game of mystery and intrigue. This isn't just a story about a group of friends lost in a virtual reality game. It's a journey that you are invited to embark on. Consider the potential of virtual reality. It's not just about high-definition graphics or immersive soundscapes, it's about the stories we can tell, the worlds we can explore, and the adventures we can have, all from the comfort of our own homes. So are you ready to take the plunge? To dive headfirst into a realm of endless possibilities? Subscribe to our channel for more thrilling and exciting stories. The adventure is just beginning.